Hello everyone, welcome back to Fableheim and Aethermancer. I claimed my first early access heroic victory in the last episode, unlocking the terrifying mythic difficulty. But I don't believe I am yet ready for the challenges that await us. So we're going to be sticking to heroic difficulty, and today we're going to be using a new unit. I got the idea from the comments to try out Force. Now, we don't have too many characters who utilize Force, but one of them is the terrifying Naga. I don't quite understand how this foul creature works, but every time we face one in the Garden District, I'm afraid they're going to one-tap me. So let's see if we can use that for ourselves. The Naga's trait is Fearless. While this monster has one or more force, it evades the first hit of each enemy attack and has Retaliate, triggers a 2x2 fire/water attack against the enemy. Okay, low numbers, but we can pump that up with power. It has a 2x3 fire damage against target enemy, applies force to self, 1 fire, not bad. And it has the Aquatic Armor, shields self for 2x6, and applies 2 force to self. Okay, so it's kind of like a tank. Its type is Tank Shield Force, and it is Water Fire. It starts with the crit damage +2 perk. Force is a guaranteed crit on your next hit, so that makes sense. That tracks. And for the Naga, we are going to name it Lady Vashj. Lady Vashj is the personal foremost handmaiden of Queen Azshara, the ruler of the Highborn Elves. And so, the Naga looks like a guard to me. That's kind of what a handmaiden was. Sort of. Kind of. Who shall support Lady Vashj? Khatoon, Khatoon, Khatoon! Ooh, the Grimoire. Well, so we have one more Force character. I believe it is the Scorpion from the 3rd zone. But Kamaitachi is actually the first crit character that was in the game. So maybe we bring in Kamaitachi. It's also like my favorite unit. The Tats of holds the key to my heart. Why did you only start doing the pilgrimage now? Didn't you say it was always your dream to come here? A good question indeed. Let us just say life got in the way of it. Priorities changed, and now I'm finally able to. And you know what? There's nothing else I'd rather be doing right now. Except for harrowing along the way, of course. Single target check if the enemy has 5 more ether. Purge 1. One's rare, one's common, but they're literally the same thing. Well. Okay. This is not going to come into play for a while, so we're probably going to be replacing this soon. But we have it. Yay. Great. Now, this probably is not going to turn into a poison build. Probably. I'm going to try and pick the Tasselworm talents that don't have to do with poison. Just for variety. But if we do end up falling back on poison, I hope you can forgive me. Well, this is awkward. I guess we'll just punch this. The Tasselworm does begin with a Earth attack. Wow. Good job, Lady Vashj. Well, to be fair, the ooze is about to break itself, so... Bonk. If we go full poison, we go full poison. Now what we really need... Who was the other Force character? Yeah, okay. The Scorpion. We really just need, like, support. And ironically, Kamaitachi can support if we want to kind of fill him in that role. We could do it. We could do it. I think we take the YOLO here. I mean, we could visit the Envoy, I suppose. He gives us stuff we can... some artifacts. Oh, hello. Let's break the Wolpertinger. Thankfully, I actually generated Earth this time. I mean, just look at the Kamaitachi's damage. How could you hate this creature? Dodge. And bonk. Nice. You know, if we get a nice lance for the Naga, that would be crazy. Okay. Oh. I've missed you, Kamaitachi. I could have gone for the Grimoire, but let's just see if we can build him a little different. Retaliate. Shield self for 4. If this trait triggers 3 times, cleanse 3 corruption from self. Only cleanses corruption to once, up to once per combat. When your allies land 10 critical hits within a single round, apply 1 power to each ally and heals each ally for 10. Retaliate. Generate random ether. I mean, Hour of Glory. This is what we're doing. This is the plan. Well, plus you could damage at the start of combat. Whenever an enemy is staggered, apply 1 force of self. Well, yep, we're doing it. Brute force. Okay, you can have some evasive boots. A soul altar. A crude altar crafted by the Monsterkin many centuries ago was a place of worship for the monster deities. Nope, don't care. This is a temporary buff, and we don't need that. Envoy, you know what, let's YOLO. May the dark gods of RNG bless me. Okay, all we need is support. That's it. Huh. My goat. My goats. I don't know if the Jotun... The Jotun, of course, can be named Ymir, the father of the Jotnar, whose body was used to craft... His body forged the world, right? Never mind, it's been so long. And many monsterkin have walked this path. It holds important religious meaning to them, especially the ones who still believe that Terrastay was created by the monster deities, and that Sol was nothing but a deceiver. Even in the universities of Aquilas, both versions of world history are taught and debated. Did Sol create Terrastay, or was it the monster deities? Who created whom? We Aethermancers are the sole keepers of the one truth, of course, and it shall ever be only known to us. Of course, you're not going to tell me what it is, do you? Apply power, break poise, break poise. I mean, power is great. Don't get it twisted. I'd love power. However... Hello. However... That's a shiny Richard D. Pecker. However, I saw that and thought of the final boss and went, thank you. We could... Wait. I need some fire in my life. So, Ymir, Jotnar, the Jotun, is a tank. But I want to say that he can get a number of, like, team shielding support abilities. So if we can do that, I will be a happy camper. That's a shiny Mr. Richard D. Pecker. The cock. Oh, right, the redirect still goes through even though he shifted. Well. My apologies, Kamaitachi. You know, I don't know what the difference is between the shifted and the regular cockatrice. We could have looked. We could have done that. Oh well. I mean, so far, we're sweeping it up. So far, so good. All odds gain 5% crit chance and 5% evasion. Done. I mean, the Jotun, I've told this story a few times. The Jotun is one of the starting creatures, and it is what I chose in the demo. And he carried me to great victory. Many a times. Oh. Oh, hey, parry me. Well, well, well. It's a shiny Whoppertinger. Okay. We're going to have to not kill that. I don't have any earth, so we're going to just start swinging. I might have to... Oh, I'm silly. I'm gonna have to chromatic it. I should have done that turn 1. Because, yeah. Okay, so I can chromatic it this turn, and then we'll capture. Next turn. Because obviously I can't do it now. What do these boots do? Is it just increased chance to dodge? Or guaranteed dodge? Maybe I didn't need to be that paranoid. I thought that Kamaitachi would just delete it. Counter? Lol. Okay. The Whoppertinger! Critical Purge Dodge. Ooh. What? This monster can copy the last 2 actions and use them once. On copied action, purges the same amount of and elements of ether as were spent on the action. What? And it's fire wind. So it starts with smoke, which purges one enemy ether and applies a dodge to all allies. And Flurry, which is 3/3 wind that applies dodge to self. Fascinating. I think I ignored... We are purging like crazy. Well, I suppose the good news is that the damage that we are about to receive, which will be quite a lot, is being distributed evenly amongst the team. Bonk. Oh, lift it 1. The Tatzel Firm can get a number of AoEs. How dare you go after Kamaitachi? Okay, someone's gonna need redirect. We have 2 characters who can get it. Someone's gonna need to get it. It doesn't matter who. One of you need it. It was a tough fight, but we got another shiny. So. We should have 1 memento left, I think. Retaliate. Shield self for 4. On attack, deals a hit with damage equal to half the shield's, or half this monster's shield. Gain aging whenever age is applied to this monster, heal and shield self for 3. Okay. I guess we're setting him up to be tank. On support action, convert 1 random ether to wild ether. We don't have any support action. Fire damage up. We do have some fire damage, but I think this might be a scrapper. We're also looking for a hidden area. We have no mementos. Okay. Unfortunate, but there's this. Hopefully we find one. Another shiny Whoppertinger. We should be able to purchase one at least, even if we can't find it. You're doing fire, I don't like that. Although I did like your target. Okay, you're also foolishly attacking the top person. See, that went much better. That was a much better third one. I like that a lot more. Alright, well. The chain is actually doing a lot here. Way more than I anticipated. I guess I misunderstood it. That's not surprising, I guess. Did he misunderstand something? No, never. In a way, I want them to attack the Naga, Lady Vash, so she can retaliate. And on the other hand, I don't want them... I just took 7 damage. On the other hand, I don't want them to. Because she doesn't have a lot of, not dying. Well, that could help. Precision Meteor. 1/15 fire earth damage against target enemy. On first hit crits. +2 poise damage. Two by 7 water wind damage against target enemy applies force to all allies. You see, I like this one. Especially now we have Jewel Cutter. We don't have a heal. Damage against target enemy. On crit applies to poison target enemy. Triggers poison target enemy. I was trying not to do poison. This is 4 by 2. This is 4 attacks that deal 2. And they deal 4 additional damage. So then, would it be 8? Or is it like 12? I don't know. We really need some support skills, though. I'm not going to lie. We have all the elements covered. We don't have a whole lot of water attacks, but I think I'm going to try Jewel Gunner. I said I was going to try to avoid the poison. It's a monster soul, which I can use here. And the Soul Lantern to grant some max HP to Kamaitachi so he doesn't die. So normally the secret area is in the 2nd biome. We're in the 3rd. Did I miss it? Oh no. I think I missed it, team. Well, I mean, it's not always there, right? You okay? I don't think she's okay. Well, whoops. I missed it. Who's in here? Khatoon and the Mandragora. Is it time to come clean? This is not my first attempt in this video. I died. Really? Team? That's all shiny, isn't it? That shiny Best Boy, shiny Jotun, shiny Wormling? I think it is. Are you a memento? Huh. Yeah, I had the Mandragora in the team. with the Warden, and I got rid of the Mandragora, which didn't work out well. I was trying the Shambler for the first time, and I can see why he's strong, but I just didn't have the DPS to kill the first boss. He hurt me. Okay. Okay. Give me a memento. Really? Well, this is unfortunate. Alright, that's fine, we'll apply the armor. And then you'll swing on this. We don't want him to attack the cockatrice because they get power when you hit them. Rude. Miss me. It's kind of crazy that the force when you evade doesn't consume the force. I half expected it to. Okay. That level 1. It sure did. Poison, crit, greatness. I mean, I could shield myself. Or I could just let the H take care of it. That was a lot. The reason I mention that is because even though it would pain me, the Mandragora would not be a bad option for this team to come in as a support tool. Because as it stands, you know, Jotun can do it. He can. I believe in him. We also have the Shiny Cthulhu, which ironically is who I replaced the Mandragora with in that dead run. Again, did not end well. Not even entirely sure where I went wrong, but... Armor... So, this is the Void, huh? Doesn't really seem all that special, honestly. It's quite dangerous to stay in the Void for prolonged periods of time. I advise you to seek respite in Pilgrim's Rest immediately. If you say so. Seems like you know your stuff. I'm Leif, by the way. That path behind you looks safe enough. As in this character, you and your monsters have formed a bond! Huzzah! We got some cleanse out of it. That's what that notification was that I skipped through. Equivalent exchange! Gold for ether crystals. Okay. I'm trying to delay this as long as possible to see if I can get a memento, and I cannot. I'm gonna have to kill 3 shinies. You know what I'm thinking, Tame? I'm thinking dangerous thoughts. Jokingly, YouTube. I'm thinking we go to the merchant. I'm thinking we go to the merchants. This pains my soul. Just to try and buy a memento. I was right. Triple shiny. Oh, it pains me. Are you a crit thing? Alright, so this is the shiny best boy. If it was this monster's first attack of the turn, it applies 2 weakness to target enemy. If it was his second attack, it applies power to self. Isn't that the same? think it was. You show this 4. Maybe it's not weakness. Maybe. Oh, I think he heals. That's right, he heals. So he does weakness instead of healing. Interesting. So he sidekick power weakness. Okay. This is the shifted wormling. Applies temporary on support action. Applies temporary power to self. On attack, transfers all power and temporary power stacks to every other ally. Isn't this the same as well? No, it's on attack. He applies temporary power. No. This is the same. Heal force power. He starts with Holy Breath, which heals and then applies 2 force. Okay. So the unshifted one is heal Aether power? And he's Fire Wind. And the Shiny Jotun. Whenever damage is dealt to this monster shield, deal a combined Earth Wind hit to the attacker with that much damage. Which is whenever damage dealt to the monster shield, deal Water Wind. So it's a different element. Same thing, though. And he poisons. Oh. Fascinating. Okay. That's cute and all, but... We're going to redirect and do some shielding here. We're going to take a lot of damage on Jotun. Oh, just kidding. That wasn't an attack. We eat the weakness so that Kamaitachi can go in. I really want to get rid of this guy. It seems bad for business that he's out and about, you know? This should kill. Yep. I mean, to do this again. Redirect the attack from the Wormling. That kind of hurt. And then eat that attack. Okay. We'll get some force here. That should allow for a kill here, I think. Yep. And then we'll bonk. We get to retaliate here for free. I can't believe I had to kill 3 shinies. I've gotten 2 though. I really cannot complain too much. I mean, I can. Just watch me. But you know what I mean. Force with the team. This will just stagger even though we have so much weakness. Okay. Watch, they drop a crafting memento. Just to rub the salt in my wounds. Here we go. Shields all allies for 2x4. Heals all allies with a debuff by 2x4. Shields all allies. Cleanses and redirects. Damage to target applies H to self. Shields all allies with H. Oh man, if we were doing a full H comp, this would be so good. Although it is a lot of mana. Should we go for this one? I think Snowy Embrace would be better. Because we're not getting a lot of debuffs right now, but don't worry, that's going to change. Let's go. I think we go to the boss just... Or to the merchant, excuse me, just to get a crafting memento. Maybe we'll be offered something crazy here as well. I mean, we've seen what the Lifebinder can do. You've been spending a lot of gold for my wares, Sidiox. Don't worry, though. I'll always have more for you. But no memento. Wow. I mean, I kind of want the hourglass, but is it worth it? Probably not. Oh, hey, it's shiny Durandal again. Not near any ledges, though, huh? Alright. Let's rock and roll. Remember I said we're going to be getting a lot of debuffs? This guy does a lot of debuffs. We're going to avoid poison. I mean, we could roar here, I guess. If we can find a way to get shield +1, it could be really strong for our boy here. My goat Jotun. I could do it again. Man, this is not a great stagger. I just don't have the right ether. It's happening, though, so... let's get to it. I have weakness, so I don't even feel like I want to attack here. I think we just want to shield. We can leave the attack to the others. Pain. Although it is worth noting, he is getting stronger. I used a force to give force. Let's see how much damage this does. So it is 15. Wow, it is +12. I did the math right. So proud of myself. Unfortunately, I don't have any wind either. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot I was redirecting. I consumed my weakness. Okay. This might be a snowy embrace angle. You know what I think it is? Unfortunately, I don't have enough ether to give force to Kamaitachi, but we can do that. Lot of corruption. Oh my goodness. That one attack does so much damage. Okay. I think we have to redirect here. Oh no. Don't do this. Don't take Lady Vosh from me. Sorry, that's not pollen glass. Yes! Just grapple. Oh, we did it. Alright, in this final round, I am going to use our hourglass. Because it will cleanse some of our corruption. It should have done it last turn as well. I just got so distracted when I saw that Lady Vosh was on the line. Okay. We did it. So shield generator +2 for the first worthiness. Not too shabby. I was informed, thank you, that worthiness level 4 and 5 don't actually give you any stat increases. They're just ether crystals at this point. Instead of shields on allies vanishing at the start of your turn, half of all shields are retained rounded up. Huh. It's Barricade. Don't you get support action, heals target ally for 5, shields him for 3, and applies 1 force. That's really good. But of course, we have to take Barricade. Plus 3 crit damage. Every third crit hit of an action is a critical hit. For multi-target actions, well, that's crazy. Debuffs deal 4 more damage against enemies. These are both insane if we were doing poison. Like, they're both so good. Deck of cards. That's pretty good for us as well. One. A colossal sword that must have been carried by a colossal human or a monsterkin, if not something even bigger. Alright. We did it, team. And we have... Yep, we're full cleansed. Don't have a lot of money here, but... Ah, pilgrimage path. Thousands of monsterkin come here every year, facing the dangers of the fractured ruins just to visit the ruins of Vigil, the supposed holy city. I admire those fools. I truly do. It is admirable, that's for certain. Thank you. Well... This is pretty good. Poison damage plus 1, force chance. Good to me. We could... How much money do we have? We have 5 exactly. I think we'll save our cash. I even want to see what's in the box. I don't want to be tempted. Shaggoth. See, I told you I attempted with this guy. It didn't go well. I think if I were really tryharding, calling in Lifebinder would be a good choice. Do we YOLO or do we visit Envoy? I think we can YOLO. Now, I was told, thank you, that there is a hidden area. Oh, full supports here. They're like, Jotun isn't going to do well for you. There is a hidden area in the second zone. So we have to keep our eyes peeled. I gotta say, I rarely went this way when visiting Vigil. Most of the time I took a different route, skipping the fortress entirely. There's another route. Oh yes, more peaceful than this one, though almost as run down by now. But I couldn't seem to find it in this ghastly void anymore. It is time we got rid of it for good. Random XP between 2 and 4. Or we can cleanse corruption. You know what? Do it, Ymir. You got 3 XP. Wow. Ymir is caught up. That was the dream. Hours 7 or more shield gain plus 1 damage, 50% crit chance. Ooh, every 10 damage absorbed by shield and sponsor applies age. 4 age on ally cleanse. We're going tactical shields. Okay. I don't know how we're going to do this, but our goal is very simple. We need to apply shields all the time. As many as possible. Endless shields. A barrage of shields. How are you opening up with an AoE? That's not fair. I mean, this is a barrage of shields. Okay. I have no ether. I hate doing this already. Okay. Let's see if this works. As a reminder, these artifacts have to last us to the end. Okay, it wasn't a lot of damage because they didn't have much. Okay, get owned. I guess this is the first battle of the first zone. You know? We gotta keep it together. We gotta keep it cool. Oh my goodness gracious, Kamaitachi. Okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I didn't do that. It's just a basic attack. I should have had faith. That's what I should have had. Now, the gargoyle is the only enemy from this zone I have not yet captured. However, I'm not going to do it because I'm looking for shinies. We're hoarding our mementos for shinies. Defense +1 for Ymir. That is a flat -1 damage taken. Not too shabby. A second blank memento. Magnifique. Okay. Ready? The lance. I really like the banner. I wish I had a better one, though. I think the book is the biggest threat here. I also want an orb. But I know that the Shamblers can do a lot. I have no ether. Okay. My goat. I mean, what is there to say? Giving force to Ymir is not really that helpful, but... Basically, if we have the ether, Ymir needs to spam AoE shields. That's it. That is exactly what he should be doing. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Seems good. I wish this was a free action. So it'll be 5, 4, and 6, or 7? 7, it rounds up, okay. That is very good to know. We're getting a lot of force from my Tanselworm. Okay. 4 shields. Almost all of my runs have had no shields. It's time I right that wrong. You know? What I mean? We're here. We're gonna do it. This is the one. Shields. Shields target ally for 2/6. Retaliate. Generate 1 random ether and cleanse 3 debuffs from this monster. Heal target ally. Cleanses 3 debuffs from target ally. Then if it has no debuffs, applies age to it. Can I apply age to a non-aging person? Wind earth damage against target self. Applies redirect. We do have 1 reroll. I would really like this to be like an AoE shield. But this is a lot of shielding. So this is a retaliate on the target, right? Okay. Belts. Uninterrupted apply power to self, initial force, and water generator. Ooh. You know, I've been enjoying the chain. I didn't think I would. I didn't realize that 5 or more ether was just 5 ether in general. That is all the time. Having an initial force on the Naga could be really strong. And we don't have a source of power, so I think we'll take this. Hopefully I don't regret that. I need to keep my eyes peeled. I'm not sure if it's always the second zone that has the hidden area. Nope. Alright, what's going on in this forsaken place? Oh, hey, you're here. You found me again. Congratulations, here is your reward. I've thought of a new question for you. What is the original purpose of Aethermancers? To enable monsters to gain worthiness. Correct. Some Aethermancers see governing Terreste as their calling, rarely traveling the world in search of monsters to guide anymore. Everyone's the master of their own destiny, is what I would like to say. But without Aethermancers, monsters are lost to an endless cycle of death and rebirth, stripped of any right to ever change again. So, by force rather than choice, it becomes an Aethermancer's purpose to intercept this cycle, providing a life outside monsterhood. Soul intended this as a punishment for beings who committed wicked acts, to be reborn as a monster, unable to improve their fate. But when is the punishment ever enough? Without end, it is mere cruelty. Nothing more, nothing less. You are right. It is. Well observed. Here is your reward. I'm looking forward to our next encounter. That was from the Envoy. We talked about that. He's part of the group of Aethermancers that are governing part of the world. And he invited Sirix to join, and Sirix said, no, that's not our duty. So, good on him. I don't see any shinies, team. No shinies? I know a shift, then I should have gone after the chef. Doesn't matter, I didn't generate the right ether. I made the right choice. Kinda sucks that if I generate 3 water ether, I have nothing to do. Oh, hey. Here you go, bud. That was exactly the shield value there. What? What was that? What does this ability do again? Oh, generate ether and cleanse buff, right? I thought it did damage for a second. I was mighty perplexed. Okay. Well, we're killing something here. Just not sure how I want to do it yet. Are we going to leave Kamaitachi to suffer? Or are we going to overkill? We're going to overkill. There's no kill quite like overkill. That was a giga overkill. Well, we're cleansing our own debuffs here, unfortunately. Which we don't have, which is why it's unfortunate. We might be able to do a double interrupt here. I need fire ether. Not even gonna crit on this. How do I do this? guess we can just YOLO it. Thoughts? Okay. Well. That's that then. Good job, Kamaitachi. Proud of you. GG. That could have gone so much worse. Alright, level ups. 1 times fire damage on hit. First crit hit plus 2 poison damage. I mean, this is saying 1 instance of 15 damage, right? Not 15 instances of 1 damage. Oh, here's a redirect. Triggers poison. There's explosive rush. I don't think I care. I'd rather not take damage. I mean, This is 1 big hit. And I mean, technically, it should be 30 damage, right? That's a lot of damage. I'm gonna reroll. 1 times 25 damage against target enemy, plus 5 damage every stack of 4, deals 5 additional damage if the target has shields. I think we're taking Snow Charm. There's a world where Flame Skewer is not bad. I mean, if you crit on 25, that's 50. You know what? We'll take Flame. I think this is the... I'm not generating enough ether. You know what? Snow Charm. 22 fire earth damage against target enemy, deals additional X damage hits. X is 2 for each poison stack. We're not really doing poison. Chain Lightning. 2x6 fire wind damage against target enemy. On crit, additionally deals 1 times 8 damage to the enemy with the lowest health that didn't yet receive additional damage this way. Applies radiation to all allies, then shields them. Oh. I forgot you could do support stuff, Mr. Kamaitachi. I don't think we want to, though. I'm pretty sure Kamaitachi is our run it down. Honestly, I don't even know if Chain Lightning was good. Like, we have damage skills. We have a lot of damage skills. We have pretty good ones, too. Did I really need Chain Lightning? Aether's Break. Maybe. Maybe. I just need more shields. More water. Well, this is water. It's not what I wanted, though. Are we doing... This might sound weird, but I think it's Earth, isn't it? No. There are no shinies. I don't really want to let anything here have a good time. Well, that helps. So that thing is self-buffing. You're auto-attacking Amir. I think we're good to chill. Just have a good time. You know what? We'll Snowy Embrace, because that'll heal Kamaitachi to full. Okay, that's a little dangerous. That much Wild Ether. But I think we can Chain Lightning in Mephisto and it'll zap and move on to victory. Just kidding, because I don't have fire. Or wind, or whatever I'm missing. Doesn't matter, Mephisto's dead. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind a wild ether generator. I'm not sure where we would find one, but I wouldn't mind it. You tried. Now you're getting stabbed. Need to cleanse too. Here's the crits. Huzzah. Yeah, currently our greatest limiting factor is, in fact, ether. We have to figure out what to do about that. The Grimoire looks well with the Shambler. Ow! I evaded so much of that too. Rude. Bloody rude. Okay, next level up is for Emir. He's gonna need some sort of shielding thing. Oh, hey. That's... last person I wanted that on. We'll sacrifice a monster soul. We have 2 more. Okay, great. Odd wind action from any ally shields that ally for 4. Gain aging. For every 2 age, generate wild ether. Okay, done. We're gonna get some free ether. Not a lot. We're not like dipping into the age a lot, but it's still gonna be helpful. Now there's a shiny sod. That's a shiny Mephisto. And a shiny chef. You know what's upsetting? I still have not seen the special character in the first zone. I haven't. I don't know why. Shifted Mephisto. Affliction, poison, burn. This is unfortunate. So I think I'll free action the Snow Charm. It's not going to be great, but it will be something. Okay, well. Kamaitachi has a functional 52 HP. He made it work. Barely. Now that's scary. This might kill, actually. Not quite. It did a lot, though. I knew it would. And I guess we can go on the offense to get rid of this guy. Okay. That shields. Okay, so you summon. That's interesting. I think I'm going to hold off on getting the shiny chef. I've heard he's just kind of okay. And yeah, I'd rather have better than just kind of okay. I have no idea why the Retaliate went on the chef, but... You know what would be really sad right now? If this is damage based on burn, because it might kill me. I might take 39 here. Nope, but I can't act. Oh my goodness gracious. That is disgusting. Alright, we're just going to shield up and heal, and then you're going to kill this. Yikes. That was so close. Okay, we're not quite there yet. I don't think this is strong enough to take on the boss if we don't figure something out here real quick. Oh no, what now? Just when I narrowly escaped that other group of monsters. Don't worry, I'm just an Aethermancer. I mean you no harm. An Aethermancer? So you're not gonna have your monsters chase me around the void? Of course not. My name is Sirius. Who are you? I am Paul. Excuse me, it's just that I've never met an Aethermancer, let alone been this close to monsters for such a long period of time. I'm kind of freaked out, but I'm worried that if I scream, your monsters will suddenly attack me. I apologize, I didn't mean to scare you. The path behind me should lead you back outside of the void. I'll be on my way. All right. I rush this character. You and your bonds formed a bomb, and we got some... That's just me up to the biome. Did you say I've found all the characters in this biome? I really shouldn't skip things. If you just read, it tells you. Oh, that is a shifted shambler. Okay, here's the boss. I don't think we want to visit the merchant pre-boss again. A shifted shambler, huh? What do you think a shifted shambler does? You know, I'm actually really concerned about the star spawn. Am I shielding turn one? I think I am. I don't think I care if this guy attacks my Lady Vosh, do I? I don't think I do. I think we should get started on that. Okay. Good stagger, I think. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Okay, so that's good. Why you gotta go for my boy? Wow, this could almost delete the... Okay, work with this. What do you do, Shiny Shambler? Copy its last action and use it once with its cost replaced by water ether. So it's the same thing. It's tank ether power. Shields all allies for 4, applies temporary power to allies. It's kind of a low shield. 5/7 wind damage target enemy shields for 6. Okay. I'm going to redirect it. I'm not going to capture him. Although, honestly, if I don't figure out something here, I'll use the hourglass. This run could be looking questionable. Okay. We don't have a great support. That's something I have had every run. I've had some disgustingly good supports. I like this. That was a little more than 60 damage. I don't like that he's still being hit, but there's not much I can do about it. That guy's going up top, so we will stab this. Okay. So we should cleanse our poison here and get some ether. Bonk. Terra's grass. There's no kill quite like at overkill. Okay. Did I get that to hit both the other enemies? Huh. Okay. Oh, I made it. That was a lot of corruption we had to stomach to get there, but... Everything wants to kill Kamaitachi. On win action from allies, shield that ally for 4. When an ally reaches 2 4 stacks, it generates 2 random ether. Triggers up to once per ally per combat. We can do this really fast. And I have been really sad about my ether generation, or rather lack thereof. This is not going to trigger on Amir, though. It's only... Kamaitachi does it reliably, and I can do it on Lady Vosh. Incorruptible could be really good just because we have the barricade, right? So the shield for 4 is low, but it could protect our shield base. I think everyone has a wind action, right? Maybe we go shielding winds here, actually. I'm gonna try shielding winds. What action from any ally applies regeneration to the ally with the lowest amount of regeneration. On crit, deals 3 wild damage hit, triggers up to once per action. Crit chance plus 10% on every 3 crits generate wild ether. Ether. Yes. Ether. Monster soul. This is a demonic circle. I honestly don't know what it is. It's neither a monsterkin nor a monster. At least, none that I've ever encountered. Certainly, the meaning of the portrait has been lost when the original inhabitants of this fortress abandoned this place. Maybe it simply represents wisdom, a shark with a beard. This pentagram holds a dark power that is not native to Terraste. It is a sacred place dedicated to something grander and far older than our worlds. You stand before the pentagram of forced rebirth. It allows you to rebirth any one of your monsters by force. They will be reborn as the same monster, but all of their corruption will be cleansed, and all of their skills will be reset. A large payment of gold is required for a complete rebirth, which results in no XP loss. You may also choose to perform an incomplete rebirth, but your monster will end up with 3 less XP than it has now. Could I... Jotun could stomach that, right? Yeah, Jotun, or Emir could take that. So a complete rebirth just means we get to respec him again. Like we literally get to respec him. That might not be a bad idea. Just like try and go full shields. There is a really large AoE shield, but it requires age, unfortunately. Like on the other units. So level 6, we got Outlast, Tactical Shields, Cosmic Wisdom, Snowy Embrace, Reactive Trap. The Tassel Verb, I think, is pretty good. Lady Vosh. Has Hour of Glory gone off? Oh, within a single round. This has never gone off. Is this even possible? This might be possible with my team comp. Oh, gross. Does it mean Lady Vosh would be the ideal respecker? I do like Polar Winds. Snow Charm has been okay. It's not very impressive, but it can help save us some life. I think Permafrost and Shielding Winds are good, but I also feel like they're not doing enough. Although if I respec Lady Vosh should be level 5. Like it has to be Emir or nobody to keep us on the same level. Let's give it a shot. So we're going for full friendly shields here. Trying to anyway. Shall I apply poison? Corruption Cleanse. At the start of your turn, if this monster has less than 8 shields, shields self equal to the difference. I don't want to re-roll the first one, but... Two redirect and shield self for 2. We'll go Outlast again because we have the barricade. There's Snowy Embrace. I like Snowy Embrace. On attack, deals a hit with damage equal to half the shields. That could be good. Every 3 age. We're not really... I don't want to lean too heavily into age because we don't really have ways to do it well. You know? We could go Hibernation. I think we'll take Hibernation. Gains aging whenever age is applied to this monster. Applies 1 force to each ally with force. Yes. Yes. Okay. I think that was an improvement. I didn't hate that. I think we are going to go for some yellow epic loot, though. Sorry, witch. Alright, let's see what it is. Team. Was I not promised epic loot? I have been robbed! Well. Here we go. Shiny Cthulhu. We might lose Kamaitachi here. I have to be very careful. I might even just turn 1 heal him. Water, okay. We could roar. I imagine 1 heal him. Okay. Boom. Here we go. We do retaliate whenever we have shields. That's nice. It's wind here. Can we do polar? I think we can. Okay. Polar wind. We'll get some... How are you supposed to do the power to glory? Holy crap. I'm just stacking poison. Okay. We'll shield. It's a lot of shield on him here. Okay. That's a lot of force we have now because of the polishing. I like it. I dig it. We could even aquatic shield here. You know what? I'm in. He is staggered, so I'm missing out on some damage here, but this is going to be pretty good, I think. Although I just lose some ether, but... Do I dare? I can do 28 damage, or I can shield the team. That could give him another ether, but... Ancient Blasts? Is that going to be all of his... Wow! Big crits. Power. This polishing might open the door for the Hour of Glory. It is fire and water. Well, I can shatter fire instantly. I like that. He's going to check the middle and the bottom, so I think it will do. I can shatter him, can't I? Yeah. Good stagger. That was the Hour of Glory! I think. I saw a plus and heal on... Yeah, we got power. Great. All it took was respecking. I think I can crump him. I can't do this, unfortunately, but we can crump. Oh, Kamaitachi, my goats. Can I kill? Don't think so. Okay. I don't think we can kill here, so we have to play defensively. Hourglass. Get everyone to full health. Mostly full. Okay. Because here comes a laser beam. Nope. Dead. I'm so glad he died. I didn't realize both attacks were in Kamaitachi. That's probably what killed him. But we'll never find out. Rare banner. Allies gain 7% crit chance, 10% evasion, power chance. Well. You know what? Kamaitachi is all of our damage, so we'll try and get like support items. I was robbed of loot. I'm never picking it again. The ancient bones of a monsterkin must have died in these dungeons many centuries ago when the fortress was still in use. Perhaps it was a smuggler who got caught trying to move Ethereum gear made in the Holy City. Severe punishments awaited those who broke the laws of the Holy City, especially while the monster deities still lived. Okay. Well. Lesson learned. Probably again. Boom. Welcome to the Forbidden Fortress, Syriax. Beautiful, isn't it? It's charming. I knew you had taste. Of course, the Forbidden Fortress is our home. That explains some things. Memento? We probably want this. Health plus 10? Let's take the antidote flask. I think that will be very important. Do we want this or the banner? I think we want the banner, right? Even though the banner is bad. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna take the knight. Sir Tiberian has never let me down. Yet. What's this? These shiny obelisks were built by the Monsterkin to commemorate the monster deities. They were built after the monster deities' mysterious disappearance. The Monsterkin sought to pay tribute to them, in hopes that they would eventually return. Over time, their function transitioned to keeping the memories of the monster deities alive, not unlike gravestones. Oh. Huh? Thank you. I don't know why that's so hard for me to hit. Ah, Syriax, help! What's wrong? I'm under attack! Who's attacking you? I can't see them. These damn mosquitoes. Blood-sucking demons altogether. If only my armor would protect me from them too. Okay, so we can trade in for epic equipment. Well, we might as well. And we were never punished. Wow. Well, orbit is. So that is a +1 ether. I think is it every turn? Or is it just at the start of combat? Suppose I could, or start of that. So at the start of your turn, generates additional ethers semi-randomly. See? That is a shiny Medusa. Alright. I'll take it. I don't know what it does. But we're going for it. That is a lot of HP to get through. There you go. The Medusa! Okay. Then we still have other people to do stuff with. Polar Wind does take a lot, but it's good for us to have Force because then we get the aging thing going. Okay. I'm a little worried about that. But we'll figure it out. Maybe. Electrical Jolt is temporary. Okay. Chain Lightning. Destructed. I think the word I'm looking for is destroyed. Good news about the Sphinx, though. The Sphinx can't do anything if all of its friends are dead. So, you know, there's that. We have not captured the Amit, but I'm not too bothered. I guess if all of its friends are dead, the Sphinx can still put like a javelin up. What are they called? The totem thing. The minion. Bonk. Okay. I like Umir is just bashing them. Nothing else to do. I have 9 ether. 9 water ether. Is that capped? Wow, I'm not spending water ether at all. Nope. Now I have 10. Alright. Yeah. That's not quite as sad as the Sphinx having 10 sidekick stacks and not being able to use it. That's a little more unfortunate, but... Alrighty. If we find a lantern, we need to give it to Kamaitachi. We're all on the same level up. Shields all allies. Cleanses debuffs from all allies. Applies redirect to self. That actually could be really good. Huh. I'm gonna take that over Snow Charm. 2x5 water fire damage against target enemy. 50% critical hit chance. Critical hits purge when enemy ether. Ooh. First, it's a guaranteed crit. Shield self. Applies redirect to self. No, thank you. You are getting max HP. Oh, now you get... Now you get Winter Guard. Shield self for 2 times 4. Deals damage to target enemy equal to the amount of shield on this monster. See, here's the Aeon shield. This is the really strong shield, but it requires... Well, actually, it doesn't require age. It just has an age aspect to it. Why do all these shield skills use so much wind? I have so much water ether. I'm debating going double Winter Guard. I mean, he already has an AoE Clint. He doesn't really need it. Alright, I'll take max health because he can redirect. I mean, now Lady Vosh can also redirect. But the reason why I was okay taking it with Lady Vosh is because she can evade attacks with force, of course. That... That's a Jinn. Is the Jinn the special unit here? I actually have no idea. Hey, there is an attack coming up to me. Are we cool with that? I guess so. Pop. Get out of here. Do we want the Jinn? I don't know if it's a special unit. For every 9 ether consumed by allies applies dodge to this monster. Each attack consumes a dodge stack to gain 30% crit chance and plus 3 crit damage. That sounds fun. Choose one of 3 wish actions that have not been chosen in this combat yet. That sounds fun too. 1 times 14 fire damage. Applies force and 1 dodge to self. They sound weird. And of course we find the shiny scorpion. Whenever one will shoot allies get attacked, triggers poison on the enemy and applies force to attack allies. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. Took the Jinn. So I can deal like 10 damage or I can shield the whole team. I think that's what I'm going to do. She had 22 shields, by the way. That's a redirect. Gotcha. Alright, I'll overkill it. Fine. I might even be able to just auto-attack it, believe it or not. Yep. Glad I checked. Now you have plenty of ether. Oh my goodness. Or dodge. I'm not sure where Lady Vosh is getting all this power from, but I am also completely okay with it. I think we're just going to have to eat this with Kamaitachi. Surely it doesn't do 65 damage. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. JK. Ow. I'm glad I was able to do that. Okay. How on earth do I break through 8 dodge? That's 4 attacks. Okay. So dodge is not a guarantee. Is it every other attack dodges? Well, whatever, it's fine. I got it. Problem solved. The Blade. 50% crit chance, water damage, debuff mitigation. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. The Blade. Nope, I'm good. Oh, this is terrifying. So we need to win, like, really fast. I might even deck of cards for this. This is how afraid of this I am. Well, it kind of worked. Guess that guy's dead. Unfortunately, this attack is coming at Kamaitachi, but it'll be okay, I think. I'm gonna have to cleanse. Okay. No, we're fine. We're fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. So if I do this into... Oh, not that. Well, I can stop this. Okay. The Monster Flask Kamaitachi, and we will do the Snowy Embrace, which will give us shields and will heal us all because we're debuffed. Okay. Then we counter. And next will be Killets. Okay, we got it. We did it. That was scary. Did not like We got it. I told you, the tonsil worms are scary. I may not have to fear them in the first zone, but I most certainly do. Okay, okay. We move forward. We march onward. Next one's a level up. An orb. Ooh, okay. I have felt better about our ether generation. I haven't seen any evasions. I think this is where the power was coming from on Lady Vosh. I just hit the 33%. Should I try it? I'm gonna try it. Ooh. Oh! Nice. What's up?
You found me again. Congratulations. Here is your reward. I've thought of a new question for you. Who has more ether in their bodies? Humans or monsterkin?
I don't know. My gut reaction was monsterkin, but it might be both have the same amounts. I'm going with this one.
Incorrect. I'll give you some time to think it over and change your answer next time we meet.
Oh, Interesting to find so many relics unbroken, unspoiled by the war, untouched by the tides of time. While the monsterkin spread to all corners of Terrace after the fall of Vigil, they still share a respect for the holy city and its history. Is it monsterkin? I thought that it was, the same. It might be humans. I thought it was the same because we've talked to someone who mentioned that the city, Aquilas or whatever, is ruled by, or that monsters, humans, and Aethermancers all exist in, or coexist. It might be humans, though. I'm not sure. Your monster deals +1 earth damage, or at the start of your turn, shields all your monsters by 2. We'll take that. Because that means we have permanent shielding. Equivalent exchange. Give gold and receive Aether crystals. Great. Okay, I'm not really scared of anything here. But getting rid of the Medusa is a great way to not die. Terror. Rude. I have so much wind. And not enough fire. Oh. That takes 2. Nice. That actually might have been an order lull. If I did it after shattering her, she would have had, should have taken more damage, but that's okay. Maybe everyone's doing a support action this turn, so. Yep. Okay, no big deal. Got my first one wrong. Ah, well. I believe we have enough fangs to buy everything that's available currently. Anyway. So it's not the big of a deal. You know, I don't have any AoEs. Just realized. Yeah, spread the poison. Nope. Not today, foul creature. Well. Might as well. We no longer have the passive where if we have at least 7 shields, we do more damage, but that's okay. Missed. It wasn't that big of a deal. This might be a kill, actually. Alright, line it up. My goat, Kamaitachi. Boom. Alright. Poor Sphinx. You're gonna do a whole lot of nothing. I might have pulled this together, team. I think we have stabilized. I'm not going to say it was all thanks to the respec, but I think the respec played a significant role in us not dying. Level 8. On a dedicated support action, apply 1 force to target ally and 1 force to self. I do have 1 support skill. As long as monster has redirect, allies gain 1 defense, 1 shielding. On crit, if it was triggered by force, applies 5 poison. Alright. On crit, deals a 3 wild damage hit, triggers up to once per action. Sure. For every 10 damage absorbed by shield, this monster applies H to self. Could be good. Could also be good. We don't have a way to scale our power. We're really just relying on force for our DPS. So I think it might actually be good to go Age Absorption. Because then when Age is triggered, it will generate more force for the other 2. Orb. This is... I'm hoping we can find a merchant before the final boss, because my artifacts have been garbage. Absolute trash of the highest magnitude. Is that shiny Nixie? Oh my goodness, it is. Well, I mean... Nixie kind of alarms me. Whenever this monster receives or applies a heal, applies poison to the enemy with the lowest amount of poison. Yeah, see, that's kind of horrifying. What's the basic Nixie? We're fighting them both. The same question mark? Heal Aether Poison. Heal Regeneration Poison. Heals all allies for 6, applies regeneration to all allies. Interesting. 7 water, earth damage target, applies 3 poison to target and self, generates 1 random and self. Huh. Odd. Well, I don't like the Medusa. I don't know what Nixie is doing, but I know I don't like the Medusa. We'll shield up. And unfortunately, Lady Vosh can't do anything, so she's just going to swing. Both these attacks should go to Ymir. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of healing. That's a shitload of poison. Okay. Alrighty. Well, think I should kill this character. And we'll get a polar wind going as well. And we'll... You know what? We'll use this. That'll heal me and apply H. I thought it would. I have no idea what that buff is that Shiny Nixie is doing. Am I getting Shiny Nixie? I have one memento left. It is so much poison. Holy Toledo. Okay, well, we can pop... I mean, we might be able to pop both of them, but... I think they're both getting popped here. You're about to delete. He just straight up kills her. There is a very small chance that we can find the bird here. That was what I really wanted. Alright. Sorry, Shiny Nixie. We'll see you again someday. Someday. Maybe. We'll shield and heal up because we have a lot of poison ticking. I also think that this is just the end of Nixie. Because I can just do it again. Want to see me do it again? Okay. Goodbye. Ideally, we get to just punch the boss like that, but let's see. To kill him my first time on Heroic, I used 2 chromatic books, which is a lot. The Epic Staff. Well, this is what we're doing. Hit +1. So hit +1 means we deal, what, +2 damage on our first strike? I don't think it's better than this lance, which is crazy to say, but I don't think it is. So, well, man, this orb is good too. What if am I not using this staff? What? I want to inspect what hit +1 means. But I think it means that you deal another hit and it's 2 damage. I think that's what it means. In which case, okay. We have 80 gold, so we might be able to just visit another merchant if we can. Before Hecatoncheires. Oh, hey. Hello there! I'm Aya. You're not from around here, are you? Sorry. You're right. I'm an Aethermancer. My name is Sirius. What are you doing here in the Void? Ah, I was hoping to snag some Ethereum, you know. Vigil, the holy city, is known as the birthplace of Ethereum. It got me thinking, with all that Void stuff going on, it might have brought some of that Ethereum to the surface. I've been here in the Void for quite a bit, though. It's starting to give me a headache, to be honest. That's definitely a sign you should head back to Pilgrim's Rest. Ah, darn, I guess you're right. I guess that path behind you is pretty safe. There's this monster, you and your formed a bond, do corruption cleanse. Cool. Oh. Sorry, Nixie. I should have captured her, because it's boss time. Oh well, maybe we'll get shiny Hecatoncheires. Man can dream. Welcome to the sacred remains of Vigil, the holy city. Can you imagine what lavish lives the Monsterkin lived here hundreds of years ago? Of course, the Garden District was reserved for the most blue-blooded and noble Monsterkin. Care to buy anything? Sword action converts 1 enemy ether into wild ether and shield suffer 2, healing +1. Thank you. On single target attacks, apply 2 weakness. Power chance, wild generator. Basic attacks drain another wild ether. Force chance is pretty good. I don't... This sounds crazy to me, but I don't think I want this. I think I just want the orbs. I just want to generate all the ether I can muster. The boss gives 4, right? 4 XP. Cool. That was perfect. Everyone got 1. It is shiny Hecatoncheires! Nailed it. Never punished. Never punished. Alright, what does shiny Hecatoncheires do? 100-handed shifted. Gains aging. At the end of your turn, if this monster has 3 or more age, trigger an attack against each enemy that deals 1 times 5 fire water damage for every 3 age stacked and applies 1 burn. It's a burning hand. Oh, well, that's fun. Cool, maybe we can do my very first burn build. We got the ooze, right? I think so. Or is it not in this video? Was that in my failed attempt? It could have been. Well. Smack. We will stab. And you'll shield us up. Cool. Somebody just need to do some fire damage, and we should be able to do a lot of fire damage. Or we'll do that. That'll work, I guess. Okay. We'll pull a vortex, or pull a wind, whatever. Get some free force. We will be redirecting today, thank you very much. And we are going to unleash... Not that much hell. I thought I had enough for a gem cluster thingy, but nope. Bonk. He tried. It is water and winds. He also summoned two pets. It's annoying. That's rude. Well, the polar wind is really good for dealing with the elements that have been presented to us. That's fun. We could also cleanse, actually. Is it worth it for 1 burn? No. If it were more burn, I would consider it. But 1? No. And we can instantly shatter with Jewel Cutter, doing a gazillion damage. And you know what? I will redirect. Because I don't feel like Kamaitachi taking damage. It's a lot of force. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I'm gonna have to, Power of Glory was triggered. Use Aquatic Shield here, aren't I? If I want to get force to stick on Lady Vash. I think I'm going to have to. Alright. Well. Keep the damage rolling. 42 poison. And I'm not focusing on poison at all. This will be shields and heals, everyone. Remember, the Tatzelwurm inflicts poison whenever he crits, and we are doing a full crit build, so, you know, it is what it is. I took so much damage from that. Holy crap. reset summon. Rude. It is fire and earth. That is so much pain. Okay. I might do this. Full antidote. That's 5 poison or 5 burn. Let's get rid of it. Fire and earth. Yeah. We'll get more force going because I think Kamaitachi is about to do a lot of critting here. Yeah, I was right. We'll even redirect here with Roar. Okay. He is going to do another summon, which is unfortunate, but he is dead next turn. So... I believe that is victory, team. We'll go ahead and cleanse our corruption here. Oh. Okay. Kind of close there, Lady Hush. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not going to have enough DPS to kill the final boss. I didn't capture him. Never punished except by from yourself. Shielding +1, initial force +1. Those are actually great upgrades. It was all going... I can age Lady Vosh? Huh. It was going so well. And then I just had to fuck it up. Oh, that makes me so sad. Well. I think... I feel like I should hit max HP, but I think this might be better. Does Chain Lightning... You know what? I think we cut Chain Lightning. I didn't take it. I didn't even think about it. New return applies 1 temporary power and heals self for 6. Oh my. This is really good. Is it over the lance good? I don't think so. It might be over the rare orb. Because if I can heal myself for 6, I can sustain the redirect through the cleansing shield. We're all... I mean... Oh, we're struggling with either, though. Deals deal 1 less damage against allies. That also could be really helpful. Okay, we're going to take it. I'm so... I didn't have Memento. Did I get it? Am I dumb? Maybe I didn't have Memento. Maybe I did get it. I've already forgotten. I'll check in town. Unless he shows up right here. I did not get it. I didn't have Memento though, so you know what? It's fine. I don't know why I thought I had one. I've noticed that the structure of Vigil was strangely rigid and orderly, and especially hierarchical. The Forge District, Garden District, and the Temple District all clustered in the center. Those were clearly meant to tower over the rest of the city. Even though there was no hierarchy among the monster deities themselves, At least from what we know. But then again, there is not much we really do know about those so-called monster deities, is there? Guess not. No? No, I'm good. There's no point YOLOing either. Even if all of them hit the same person every time, we would not be able to get to level 10. So we'll just grab another deck, another artifact for us to use. And, my friends, we head into the void. The abyss calls. We finally made it back. I can still feel Shanabog. I need to reach them again. Brace yourselves. Here we go. Oh, right. I always admired Aethermancers, free to roam Terrace Day, untethered. Is it possible to break yours? They would never allow it. We will never allow it. Okay. Because he can talk, that means he's not a monster, right? So we wouldn't be able to capture him anyway, at any point. Well. Okay. Holy crap. Rather unfortunately. That wasn't quite what I was going for. Okay. We only have one we have 2 chromatic scrolls, okay. This will give me some corruption, right? Or will it break it? It did give me some corruption, okay. So perhaps that was foolish, but we have removed the hands from the equation, so we are now free to do whatever our heart calls out to us for. It is wind that shields the monster Shanabog. He is attacking me. I need one more Earth Aether. Do we dare shuffle? I do have 2 decks. What we could do is we could... You know what? Okay. We could take our turns, shield up, and then I can shuffle. And hope that I get enough for this, which I did not. Do we want to start stacking poison, or do we want to try and get regeneration to the team? I mean, these are all crits, right? So I think we'll do this because it applies more poison. And we have regeneration now. I mean, if I can stack enough regeneration... Rude. Maybe we'll be fine. We can remove some of this terror. Hey, why are your hands already out? No, that's not cool. We just started. Okay. This would have been a reason to keep Chain Lightning, but... Okay. Get him out of here. We have a Doom on my goats. We could kill the copy Umir with Umir. Alright. This should start generating some, I mean, we got rid of the problem, right? We have the Alchemist Flask, so we can cleanse the terror. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of terror. Okay. This is back already. Okay, what do we got? Fire. And water. Get the water and do a bloom at the same time. What attacks are coming our way? Okay. We could... but we can... we have 6 crit, right? So can I just auto the hand down? Kind of? Okay, I think we... I think we need all of our attacks going into the boss, though, because I don't think we're going to have enough damage. It's cute and all, you know, that we're, you know, controlling and playing safe. But if we don't kill him before he ages too heavily... yeah, that. That but worse, you know? Okay, so we're going to Chromatic Scroll that. This is wind, so we can crump this. If Kamaitachi dies, it's over, team. I think the top is a debuff, so the attack should come to... Great, so I should redirect this. Great, fantastic. That deals damage based on his age, which is why we really need to get cooking. You know, we need every hit on the boss kind of situation. So we can take care of this. We have 11 fours. I need to use it. Yeah. That. It just needs to be this every turn, I think. So Jotun is going to get rid of Jotun. And we need to make sure that Kamaitachi never gets touched again. I also need to be using my artifacts. It is big bad that I'm not. Okay, it doesn't matter what I just need to start pressing them. That is fire. So again, it doesn't really matter. We're going to spawn some corruption here, but we're going to use this to get rid of it. That also gives us force, and there's some other poison really involved here. His first ability is Doom Bloom. I don't know what's going on. He's going Kamaitachi. His second attack is coming onto Emir. I think we can actually AoE shield here. Because the actual damage is going to Emir, who has functionally 100 HP. That's terrifying. I think I have to Alchemist Glass. Or Alchemist Flask. Oh. That was like 60 damage. Gross. Oh yeah, he's gonna kill me. It's Earth. That's actually really good for me. I think I have to ignore this. If I could. We're going to Alchemist Flask Amir. That might not be enough. We have to just send it on Kamaitachi. We gotta go every turn. Keep going. Never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. He's Doom Blooming Kamaitachi again. I think we got it, team. Umir might fall here, but I think we got it. That is so much terror. My goat stands! Oh, he healed a bunch. No! Well, not a bunch. I think we just send it. This is a send. This is a full send. Full send. Boom. He dies to poison. So I'm going to start working on the ads in case the ads stick around. I don't think I know, actually. Okay, good. Excellent. That was Power of Glory kicking in. I wasn't sure it ever would. 21 age. Yes! Okay, so the ads do disappear. Victory! Kamaitachi, my goat! The greatest of them all. Oh. Okay, so the Djinn was my last memento. I thought I had one. Oh, well. We still captured 5 units. 5 units is a lot. I'm proud of that. Oh. Hey, good sir. There's something I want to get your opinion on, as an Aethermancer. Oh? Do tell. All living beings share an innate sense of justice, right? Yeah, I'd say so. Then, how could humans subjugate monsterkin for centuries? And most importantly, after all that, how can they still see themselves as honorable people? I've been thinking about this a lot. How are men capable of so much evil and still feel righteous? It baffles me. It truly does. You know, I fully relate to your thoughts, though I'm sure for different reasons. I think perspective plays a big part in it. Some people, or even communities, simply lack certain perspectives, while others try to avoid engaging with them by choice. One can be enlightened, while the other intentionally fights change to avoid losing their gained wealth or worldview, which is the worst part of it. Changing that one's perspective is sheer impossible, or at least meets with strong resistance, because it means they would need to recognize and realize what they've done, which the resulting guilt they potentially could not bear to carry. So they shut the idea out, seeing themselves as righteous in their own ways, or keep turning a blind eye to things because that's how it's meant to be. Perspective, huh? That's an interesting take on it. I think it's a heinous, unjust act and should be seen by all as such, but maybe that is really due to my gained perspective. Nevertheless, my view on humans stays unchanged. Understandably so. They could have chosen a different path, but did not, one way or another. Wow. I got a little too deep. Hey. You're back. I went deep. I've got lots of stuff for town. You're really going to trade for them, aren't you? Yes! All right, I'll take a look. Good. Yep, we have 15 more Envoy books. And the Yarrows, whatever those are. Cool, I did it. I may have gotten the lurker question wrong, but doesn't matter. You know how I told you about imagining my past lives as a monster? Well, to be honest, I have written down some of those, imaginations. The most detailed one is the one where I was an ooze. Could you imagine that, Sidix? Me? An ooze? Why not? Who knows? There is something ooze-like about you. And by that you mean I have the resilience and persistence of an ooze? Thanks. Anyway, let me tell you about my life as an ooze. Or maybe another time. Okay. So here's the Jinn. And Jotun. So this is the secret unit that won't show up. Big sad. This is the Gargoyle. This is the Amit. So I guess the Jinn was the special unit here in the third zone. And then this is the Fire Doggy, and that is the Bird. We almost have them all. Gotta catch 'em all. Okay, man. Hey, Gustavo. Lily told me that you visited our fine village 100 years ago. Is that true? True. I did during my travels. How was it back then? Peaceful. It never lost that charm. Also, much smaller than now. Back then, this tavern was the only building around. Alberto and Judy were pretty young at the time, freshly starting out with their business. You've met them? I have. They had this beautiful dream of making the fractured ruins and pilgrimage accessible to all monster kin, as safely as possible. Their efforts against the odds were inspiring. That's why I supported them, financially and by leading some monsters away. You have? Oh, why did you say so sooner? Why should I? That was 100 years ago. They're my great-grandparents. Of course I want to know. Right. You've told me about your great-grandparents building this place. Sorry, my mind seems to have been too focused on the nearby void. How am I holding up? So what? Them? Their vision? You're actually very much alike. They'd be amazed to see what their project has grown into. I'm sure they'd be very proud of you, running this community, continuing their dream to this day. Let's get back to business, shall we? Do we want a second merchant starts? I have 300. Maybe I want something from Mr. Yu. Look at everyone around town. I think often of the Dark Ages, a shameful period for our kind. Monsterkin were ostracized purely for their appearance. Humans across Terrasday either saw them as monsters or as slaves. Humans in turn were ruled by Sol, who grew ever more mad and corrupted as centuries and millennia passed. The cities that were deemed sinful or disobedient were razed by hordes of monsters at the command of Sol, and the Aethermancers only stood by as all of this happened, believing this to be the predestined state of Terrasday. And of course, the thought of rising up against the Creator probably did not even cross most minds during that time. Still, it speaks volume that out of the original 15 Aethermancers, all but 3 of them decided to retire as they could not bear the guilt any longer. It took Gearseed, a human, to set events in motion that would eventually bring an end to the Dark Ages. True. Well recited. A lot has happened during that time period, and since, I feel the need to right many wrongs our kind has done. I partially share the sentiment. That is why we should strive to learn from times before you and I lived. Anyway, let's not dwell too much on the past. We still have our work cut out for us here. Right, this is a thing. Two additional random souls. Soul catch. Ready to cross. Void tech. Oh yeah, this is what I want, I think. Let's take Void Tank. I mean, I could get the artifact recharge. This is regain 1 charge. Not so if you have been using your artifacts throughout the run, they would gain 1 charge when you face a champion. This is probably really helpful, but I'm going to go for the Void Tech thing. So Void Blitz and Void Parry poise damage increased by 1 per completed biome. So in the first biome, you'll still do the same amount of damage for Void Blitz. In the second one, you'll do 1 additional one, and then in the third biome, you deal an additional 1. So we'll take that. Although it didn't really matter in this run, honestly. And then, I don't know, we'll heal for 20, I guess, sir. Cool, we have 2 left. And that was our successful, glorious run on Heroic. difficulty. We did get Mr. Richard D. Packer here. Oh, he has taunt. Interesting. Instead of dodge, he's shield. I bet this one is better. So he has the Jotun's Roar. And he still has Ignite to apply burn. And he still has Hot Temper. So when he gets hit, he applies temporary power. And every 7 times his straight triggers, it applies 4 burn to the enemy. But he can actually redirect people to him, so they're more likely to hit him. I like that one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get you. So the base Mephisto is Affliction Terror Burn. And the shifted Mephisto is Affliction Poison Burn. The first ally and first enemy that uses an action each turn gets 2 poison or 2 burn applied to them. This monster gains +1 damage and +6% evasion for every 10 debuff stacks among all monsters in combat. That's the nerf state. It used to be 5, right? I think? They had to nerf it for not so obvious reasons. And we have the Wolpertinger. Okay. Yes, we do have the ooze. That I might have gotten this in our failed attempts. But this is basically the same as the regular ooze, except that it's burn instead of poison. Cthulhu. The Medusa. So the regular Medusa is Poison Affliction Terror. The shifted Medusa is Poison Affliction Weakness. Shall cleanse 1 debuff from himself. Every 4 debuffs cleansed from himself triggers an attack that deals 1 times 4 earth wind damage to all enemies, applies 4 affliction to each enemy. And she starts off with the 3x3 wind to cleanse herself. Okay. Interesting character. The Divash, the Jinn, and of course Umir. Well, kind of want to try the Jinn. He seems... I don't know what he seems yet. I haven't decided yet. It says he's a force character, though. And I put in those characters you can stick in anywhere. But I kind of want to do a burn build. And it might be... It might be time, team. For Mr. Richard D. Packer to get his moment in the sun. It might be. But, my friends, that was Aethermancer. I was called it Monster Train. That was Aethermancer and another successful run pulled forcibly from the grips of defeat. Or I suppose held over the flames of defeat. We got so close to losing some units, but we made it through. I really need to get that deathified. That should probably be my next upgrade after this next episode. But thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to the channel, feel free to join the description down below. And I will see you next time.